immediately, the girl that I was obviously there for was immediately fucking with me. The friend was giving the worst energy you've ever seen. I paid for the food, and then we were walking up to my car, and then one or both of them said something like, "Oh, you're not gonna open her car door?" I said,
"Oh my God."
I said, "Oh,
Holy shit. Welcome back. We back. Episode, I don't know. We made it to the 2 digits though. I know we've made it past 10 episodes, so let's go.
Who would have thought?
wow, that puts us in like the top 10% of podcasts or something, right?"
Yeah, like everybody's like the top 1%, so we might as well just be the world's best podcast at this point.
I feel like every podcast be saying they're the best. Oh, well, I'm the highest ranked male improvement. What are we? Maybe we can do something
let's
silly.
think of something.
Like, what a lowest ranked podcast or something.
Here we go.
Ain't nobody talking about our podcast.
We're the most unwatched podcast. The most unheard about.
The most irrelevant podcast
The
out
most
there.
irrelevant podcast.
Ooh.
Should we change the name? We can have an official podcast name even.
Yeah.
Because what is it? Just
What are we
Strawberry Park Podcast?
But it's just called Irrelevant.
Yeah.
It's just
Episode
irrelevant.
13.
Yeah, I'm not claiming to be number one by any means. Doesn't Logan Paul say that? He's like, this is the number
Yep.
one podcast.
But I think they laugh. Like, they know, like, it's not truly that, but I think they're faking it until they make it. Like, just say it until maybe it happens.
But even then, they have a good podcast still.
And they've been doing it for like 6 years.
They might as well be up. They're probably one of the top podcasts, if we're being honest.
Ours is pretty mediocre, I would say.
I would not put us in.
Even just with like
We're still
the
three dudes,
structure and topics, like we're over here on ChatGPT. Like, what should we talk about today?
but we're trying to do the podcast thing.
Yeah, maybe, all right, after 10 episodes, maybe we can officially say, hey, I do a podcast. Like,
Yep. Or do we have to get to 20?
How much episodes does it have to be to like officially say?
Well, yeah, when you tell somebody you're a podcaster, because that's something that you've been doing for a minute or you constantly do.
Because podcasting is also a thing that people are starting and quitting really soon,
Yep.
quickly too.
I would say there's probably more people than now that are buying the stuff, but they're not keeping up with it. Or everybody's bought the equipment, it hasn't even started. It's a lot. It is a lot to fit into the schedule and figure out what to do. But
I've seen a lot of podcast equipment on Facebook Marketplace actually in LA. I'm like, okay, yeah.
it didn't work out. It didn't work out for them.
Yeah, I get it.
It's 3 dudes at the door. Like, yeah, we'll take that.
Yeah, let me take this shirt microphone from you.
I was just, Rob, are you familiar with Diary of a CEO podcast with Stephen Bartlett?
I don't think so.
He's the British
Maybe I've
guy.
seen some clips.
You
but-
probably have seen some clips.
Yeah, British light-skinned guy. I was telling Noah how he's so good that it irritates me. Like,
Yeah, and Ryan hates him that he's like so perfect.
you can't hate him, and that's why he just says the most perfect stuff, and he asks the best questions, and the production quality is next level. You can't even critique it. He interviews the best people you could possibly imagine, and then he does this thing. This is what I was ranting about. He goes, at the beginning, he goes, there's always something that's amazed me. 54% of the viewers don't subscribe to the channel who watch this podcast, so I just ask one quick favor. Could you please subscribe to the channel? And he does this like really just like not gimmicky push to get
How
people to
can you
subscribe.
not subscribe after
Correct.
that?
And I was like,
And he does it every episode, but you're like, come on, guys, subscribe for the bro.
Yeah.
Like, these wouldn't be possible. Subscribe.
and I'm just like, oh, you're too good, dude. And then he just did a Kevin O'Leary podcast with him. And then he brings that Kevin O'Leary's talking about his childhood. And then he brings out something from Kevin's childhood. And Kevin's like, oh, well, you guys did your research on this one. And I was like, of course they did. Of course they are bringing out the most niche
But
things.
see, he's probably been doing that show for a minute. He's been able to marinate and find his lane.
Mm-hmm.
We're just getting started.
And I don't want to be perfect.
The imperfect pod.
Low budget.
Knockoff pod. No.
I like the irrelevant title. That was
Irrelevant,
good.
yeah, that's good. Because they got what? Unfiltered. They got impulsive.
Yeah, flagrant.
Irrelevant. Wait, right?
Kind of hits.
Because if you don't make the expectation that this is going to be good and it ends up being good, it's like, wow, that was.
That's the thing. You undersell it, so then when you kind of like it, you're like, damn, this is better than what I thought.
Yeah, it's just like the most casual, mundane sort of thing.
Well, that's why like Lowe's channel is called Loser of Effing Everything. So he's like degrading himself, but then people watch it and they're entertained, and now he's made people's days. So it's like you're reverse engineering the word.
Yeah, if I give you a dish and say, honestly, this is probably gonna taste like shit, and you eat it and it's decent, you're like, oh no, it's actually pretty good. Whereas if I say this is the best waffle you've ever had, and you eat it and it's not that, you're like,
We ass.
I ain't gonna lie, we ass. That's the podcast title.
I ain't gonna lie, we ass. Pod.
That segues into one of the topics we just wanted to talk about, which was the underrated versus overrated concept. Are you guys okay with starting with that?
Yeah.
Which would you rather be?
Which would you rather be, underrated or overrated?
Underrated.
Yeah, I think that's an easy answer.
Right? Like over.
Is that the only answer?
Right, because no one ever wants to be overrated, but then again, you get different perks, right? Even if you're overrated.
I guess we've only ever been underrated. So am I lying if I don't want to know what overrated feels like?
Who is someone who is overrated? Now that's subjective, of course.
That is very subjective.
I just watched a little mini documentary on the basketball player Mikey Williams.
Okay.
And he was the number one flashiest, most popular high school basketball prodigy, supposed to be an NBA star. And he completely fell short of that. Criminal charges.
Yeah, someone with a gun, I remember.
It was like criminal charges, and then he just wasn't good enough, like playing in college and stuff like that.
Damn.
So he was an example of someone who had a promising future and then was overrated and then fell short of that.
Overrated podcast.
I thought you said you wanted to be underrated.
But see, it gives a psychological twist to it, you know?
Like we're supposed to be good, right?
Yeah, it's like we're overrated. But and then people are like, "Wait, are you guys though? No one even talks about you." Yeah, that's the
you
point.
get them talking.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And you're tuning in.
Then you tune in and it's like, well, okay, let's see why they're overrated. And then all of a sudden, we are overrated. It's like a psychological trick we got to play out.
You get all the attention, you're overrated, but for nothing.
Because they're like, no, you're not. I've never seen you. And they type it in. Wait a minute.
I keep thinking about sports when I hear overrated versus underrated. Now, underrated, but then you do something good, or you're just permanently underrated and no one really gives you like the limelight.
Because I feel like at some point, someone that's underrated needs to, break the barrier and be overrated at some point, right?
You would assume.
'Cause anyone that's a fan of the person that's underrated would want them to be bigger. Because it's always cool to be like, oh, that's an underground rapper. It's like, people love that. They almost hate when they get more credit and more, people eyes on them, because it's like, wait, that was my thing that I knew about. Do you get a certain different type of love when you're underrated?
Yes, because I'm thinking about now music artists. If you are underrated as a music artist, that means you're good or great, and the world hasn't caught up and recognized your greatness, which means you're great. If you're overrated, the public's perception of you isn't that good. You might have more money in your pocket, and technically you have more fans on paper.
Is everyone that was overrated once underrated?
Maybe not everyone, but
Like, could you skip being underrated and straight to he's overrated?
Like, is that the worst thing? Isn't that what you kind of want, in a way?
Because it's more sad if you're underrated for so long and then you lose the drive or don't get the push and then you fall off and fade away. And then it's like, damn, you're forever underrated, but you never got to even get past that.
Yeah, because I guess
I feel you could stay underrated, which I would say, which is what we are. We've always kind of like stayed in the lane, but then you can just fade away. So people kind of forgot about you. But like, oh yeah, he was underrated YouTuber, but then he just faded away because maybe he didn't even get to a position that he wanted.
Underrated podcast. Okay.
applying it to us, we are the most underrated out of, what are we? YouTubers, video creators, visionaries, sex symbols. I don't know what title we want to give ourselves, but I feel like we are criminally underrated. And you know what? I like it that way. There was a phase party recently.
Yeah, I got invited from a friend that has no clout. He's like, yo, you going to this? I was like, how did you get invited?
We try to sign up on the party flat. No, literally, people will be like, you're a famous YouTuber. I'm like, not really though. I could try to talk to another YouTuber. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah, they just think you can collab with anybody and you know everyone in the space.
No.
We've been out here for years.
I've tried to be friends with people. Dude, the influencers are, let me not blanket all influencers as weird, but yeah, you'll meet people and you'll be like, oh, when people act Hollywood, I really see that.
It's like the most popular, the most influential ones are like the weirdest ones too. And it's like, well, that's what everyone sees.
Yeah, and some are just good playing that character, whether it's you can tell in the videos or not, and then when it's off, they're just off, and they don't even want to act like anything else.
A lot of people's favorite person, the funniest person that they know on social media, I met them, and then it's like, oh,
They can be really awkward.
you're really awkward and quiet. Not saying you're a bad person, but
They know when the time to shine. Yeah.
I was like, you're putting on a facade for the camera. I'm over here being my authentic self 24/7. But then people come up to us, and you guys probably get the same sort of feedback where they're like, oh, you guys are so cool. You guys are so normal and chill. Oh, you're like a normal person. I'm like, yeah, brother. Mm-hmm. I'm the exact same person. Like, this was a thing that happened to me recently that I wanted to get your guys' feedback on.
Okay.
Have you guys ever been in a situation where you were trying to hang out with one girl and she brought her friend. Like the friend had to come.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had like before they come over like, yo, is it okay if blank comes too? And I've like sent a voice message. What do you mean? I thought we were gonna talk one on one and hang. Why do I want to know your friend?
So that happened, and I was like, tough. Like
Like you knew they were coming, or you got surprised with the friend.
it was a bit of a surprise.
It's usually off of like the first meetup. So was it that sort of situation?
Yeah,
Like, were
have
you-
you-
Yes.
Okay, I was gonna say yeah.
I understand that. That's usually how it happens.
It was a first time meeting. It
Yeah.
kind of got sprung on me, and I was like, man.
Like Rhino could be.
She had to bring the security guard.
Yeah, Rhino could be a creep. Rhino could be a weirdo. Rhino could be dangerous.
Exactly. And then,
So I need my 5'3", 320-pound girl to protect me against the Rhino.
so then we meet up, and immediately the girl that I was obviously there for was immediately fucking with me. And the vibes were great, and she was immediately giving great energy. The friend was giving the worst energy you've ever seen.
It's a tough situation.
Cock
Absolutely.
blocking, or she didn't want to be there.
Not cock blocking. It wasn't like a fridge protecting the snack sort of scenario,
Mm-hmm.
but it was like a you're killing the vibe sort of scenario. And I was like, oh, this could have not happened. But so I was actually a gentleman, and I paid for their lunch right when I met them.
Okay.
Because I was going to pay for my girl's lunch, but then the friend was there. I was like, all right,
You got to be on your best, behavior.
I got my best behavior.
Good impression.
They start ordering drinks.
Yeah, one more round for the.
I'm with the YouTuber.
And crazy thing is, she didn't even say thank you, the friend,
Ooh.
when I ordered the food.
I don't get that. That's the bare minimum. Thank you. Oh, wow. You sure? Thank you.
At least do the fake grab for your debit card.
Damn.
She didn't even do a fake grab or
Not
nothing.
even
I
a
said,
fake.
Expected got there. Free meal.
I was like, when I just stepped up to pay, boom, yep, all good. And I was like waiting for it. Not that I need it. I was gonna do that regardless, but I was like kind of waiting to hear something, and then never heard anything. And I was like, oh wow, this is actually getting ridiculous out here now.
Yeah.
And then long story short, the day unfolded. Me and the other girl, we were vibing, but obviously the friend, the party pooper, started doing little jabs at me. Basically,
Oh, God.
just really, and I had to be like, Ryan, calm down, take a deep breath. It's the end of the night. We go to an expensive dinner place. What are y'all doing in that scenario when the bill comes?
Wait, you saw her again?
So we were hanging out the whole day,
Oh, and then you all went to dinner too?
and I couldn't. Hey,
Oh,
hey,
no.
Hey, tell your friend to scram.
Oh,
I couldn't
shit.
do that.
Oh, damn. I've never had that. That's
Yeah, no, it was a one of a kind
fuck.
scenario for
So
me.
then y'all went out to eat for dinner together.
So we went to one place. The friend was pissed they didn't have oysters. Let's go to a place with oysters. I said, okay, whatever. I'm indifferent. I'm with whatever. They go to a significantly more expensive place.
Oh, great.
They order the oysters.
Are you driving them too the whole time?
I was the chauffeur as well.
Damn.
Because the plan was,
Yeah.
I was supposed to be doing this with the one girl. The bill comes. Friend's been giving me attitude the whole time, and even said, this whack food didn't even fill me up.
Okay.
The bill comes. It's two something, $220. What are y'all doing in that scenario?
I mean, I would just pay for the girl that I came with. I would probably be like, and you got yours, right?
Yeah,
What-
or
no, I'd be
oh, no,
like,
we're
what-
splitting.
I'd be like, yeah, and here's what, yeah, you can mark what you order. You got that, right?
Yeah, just circle what you got so I can let them know.
That would be without the attitude too. Like that would probably be with. She gave you the attitude, so now it's like you're leaving the tip then at this point.
And that's what I did.
Okay, good.
I said, homegirl, I got you. I ain't paying for her though.
In front of her.
In front of her.
There you go.
And then homegirl said, oh, I'll pay for her. So friend didn't have to pay for anything.
Okay.
And I was like, earlier in the day, this girl said, oh, I only fuck with millionaires. The friend did. And then couldn't pay for her own meal. But,
Damn.
And that's the scary thing. There
It's
are
like-
girls that.
I don't know. Maybe do you think your girl should have like stepped in and kind of said something, right? Because I'm not gonna bring someone, and then like even if there's a situation where I know this person might pay, like I would feel weird already. Like, oh wait, I don't want him to think that he has to pay or she has to pay for my friend. Maybe did she not even think about that,
I had to pull.
or did she just assume, oh yes, my man's gonna pay for me and my friend?
And I haven't.
Because
Had
then
that-
that's like weird too.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, put me in a precarious situation. Granted, this was a new individual who I just met for the first time. But yeah, I did get done dirty in my opinion.
Yeah, because it's like if you're gonna bring your friend, then you take care of her, knowing this is kind of like a date thing.
And honestly, if they would have both been a vibe and it was like the best day ever, I have no problem being extremely chivalrous. But come on, dog, you actually bringing the vibes
Especially with
down.
the jabs and stuff.
So I ended up pulling my girl's side and said, I would like to never see her again.
And that's her bestie.
And they weren't even.
Oh, okay.
So
Did she say like later, like, thank you for taking us out, or I had a good time? Like,
my girl learned about saying thank you.
okay. She learned about it? You had to, like, tell
She
her?
learned about it. Oh my gosh, yeah, I'm getting into the story because
You had to teach her to say thank you.
I paid for the food, and then this is shortly after I just paid for the first meal, and then we were walking up to my car, and then one or both of them said something like, "Oh, you're not gonna open her car door?" I said,
my God.
I said, "Oh, I didn't hear a thank you when I just paid for both of y'all's meal," and then they're like, "Wait, no, we did say that. We did say that." I said, "No, you didn't."
I wouldn't have said that if you did. Yeah, those situations are tough because you almost want to be the nicest to the best friend of the girl you're trying to talk to because
That's her bestie.
that's her bestie that's in her ear. She kind of went there for the vibe check to see if my girl is good with this guy, if he's good enough for her or whatever. So yeah, that's a tough one, especially when they're being annoying or whatever.
Because there were moments when the friend was making jabs at me, and I was loading up the most evilest comebacks, but I was like, Ryan, yeah, you could absolutely burn her with the comeback right now. There's no point because you're gonna seem like the villain, and it's gonna be like, why did you say that? You're so mean, and I'm gonna be the bad guy. So, man, that's not a scenario I typically do, but I kind of just got thrust in it.
Yeah, well, they learned to say thank you.
They
now, you know?
did learn.
Was your girl catfish, though?
No, my girl was great.
There you go.
I was like, girl's a vibe, but I just said I would like to never see that other girl as long as I live.
Did you have to drop them both off the same place? Or like,
And I had to drop them both off at the same place after the expensive dinner.
Damn.
15 minutes one way.
And you were like, and now it's going to be $30 for gas.
And
Start
some
giving
people
up,
really
bro.
be penny pinching like that. Like, I'm going to need the gas money. I'm gonna need this.
yeah.
I really was trying to be a good sport, but it was just like, ugh, you're killing me. And my girls like wanted to keep hanging. I said, I cannot spend 5 more seconds with your friend. So
Yeah,
you guys
right.
have a
keep
great
hanging, but she has to be here. I don't want to do that.
Can't the friend go and find a guy or something? My girl was explaining how, I like you so much better in person than just off of Instagram. And she's like, I just viewed you as pixels on my screen.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Technically, I was underrated. But that's the thing. When you are communicating on Instagram, I don't think people, I'm different. I would view another person as a real person behind the screen. But when you just see someone's Instagram profile, I think a lot of girls look at dudes as, you are simply pixels. You're just
A
like
little
these,
pawn.
yeah. There's not like an actual person behind these messages.
Like, I know you'll respond to me.
Uh-huh.
I know you're going to like my message.
But
I know you're going to keep coming back even if I don't respond.
But in person, it's a way different experience having a conversation versus an Instagram conversation.
Can't wait 2 hours to not reply. You got to say something right now.
Boom. Yeah.
But I mean, you're doing what probably 60% of guys can't do is even land a date. An in-person date. There'd probably be a guy that'd be like, at least I got to hang out with 2 girls on his weekend. There was literally the man swiped 2 million times on Tinder and finally got a date after like 5 years. Like 2 million swipes. Just now landed a date.
Tough.
I was hoping it was going to be like, and still didn't get one, but what would you say for guys now? Do you think in person is the better approach, or like no matter what level you are in life, age, like online is a better chance of setting up something?
Yeah, I found that every time I met someone in person first, getting like a date was very easy. Whereas meeting on Instagram or an app, it's like pulling teeth trying to get them in person sometimes. I was, off the back of that, because I like that question, but I just talked to a guy today who said, I deleted the app so I couldn't get anything.
Damn.
I said, oh, tough. Damn. Oh, that sucks. But I feel your pain.
I remember one time a couple years, wasn't even logged in, and it was like 7 months. And then I was like, I'm going to log in, see what I got on here. It was like 2 likes back. I was like, so you're telling me my prompts, my best photos have been just like in the algorithm for 6 months. And I logged in, I was like, I'll about to be like 20 or something. I was like, 2. And I looked at them and I was like, some of these photos are better than me right now. And I was just like, damn. And and I had YouTuber in the bio too. I was like famous, but underrated, but yeah.
My personal opinion, the strategy is if you do meet on Instagram, you're talking on Instagram or a dating app, you got to get to the in-person ASAP. Like, no dilly-dallying. Do a quick FaceTime to make sure that no one is 40 pounds heavier than what their profile picture is, and then get to the in-person thing, because you have almost, unless you're Chris Breezy and it's the Chris Brown official verified and that's who she's DMing, in person you can do a lot more for yourself.
Yep.
I think that's the best way, but having the full package and like packaging yourself in a way where your online presence is clean and your offline presence is clean, because you can be the nicest, most handsome guy offline and the most charming, and then they find out something about you online where it doesn't match, you know. So yeah, I think both help in either way.
Yeah, that's why it's nice when you can meet them in person, and if stuff kicks off, and they're like, "What's your Instagram, by the way?" And then they follow you, and then they're also like what they see there.
Exactly.
Too. It's like, that's like the double whammy.
And then Instagram could help people get to meet in real life because you could DM and they can like your Instagram profile. So I think both ways it works. So it's like, yeah, being well-rounded in all of it, I think, is the best practice.
And I hear from people, the guy I just spoke to today, actually, maybe he's watching this, I don't know, but he said, "Oh, I'm not a big social media guy." And in my head, I thought, well, that could be very true, and you might not like Instagram, but if you're trying to date, don't you need an Instagram? Don't you need these things?
I think everybody has to use it to a certain extent.
Unless you're winning in real life and you're going up to people and cold approaching and have a great social life, then okay, you don't need it. Yeah. But if you are starved for matches and connection and a girlfriend, you should be firing on all cylinders, and it's got to be like, oh, I'm just not into Instagram.
Then you got to post daily on there, but you got to have something set up.
Mm-hmm. A little landing page.
Yep.
Get
at least 2 photos a year so people know what you're up to date looking like.
I feel like your IG is your resume for dating.
Yeah, and people will look up things like videos you've liked and communities you're in. Like, it says a lot about you. People will dig up all that stuff.
What's better than you can post photo dumps now, so you can literally show a little bit of everything of you. If a girl you're DMing comes across your page, you could show like all different sides of yourself with only 3 photos, but each photo has like a little dump or something. What was it? Was it you? Somebody told me, they were like, practice. This could be a messed up take. It was like, practice only shooting for girls that are really ugly, and get your confidence up so you can at least just work on how to talk to girls and all the way. And he said, just shoot your shot 1,000,000 times with uglier girls, and that's subjective.
Get their hopes up. Yeah, break their hearts.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, then there's that route, but it's like, well, yeah, what if you're getting no success with anybody in your range, but you're able to practice your game and your wittiness on the fly and every girl's by-minute desires? Is that a messed up method?
No, I feel like you can practice your wittiness and your charisma without like flirting in a way, you know, like just by talking to people and things like that.
Yeah, because girls just want to feel comfortable, so you don't got to be flirting with them to get them excited.
That's the thing. People don't realize that. It's like, yeah, they just want to feel comfortable. It's not about the funniest pickup line or the coolest clothes you have on.
Well, I'm sure there's billionaires that have the most money in their bank that wish they had some game of like a medium ugly guy that's able to just make every girl laugh around him. And that's something that they can't buy that. I'm sure even if they told their girls, yeah, I have $5 million in my bank, 50 million. It's like, okay, dude, but if you can't say the right things to make them feel comfortable and like you more, it doesn't matter how much money you have, I would say.
That theory you're talking about, the speak to girls who you think are below, well below.
I'm not saying that.
Because some people it'd be like the ugly ass dude, like, I'm gonna talk to the ugly chick. It's like, brother, that's actually your match.
And we've said that in other videos, even on our website, mystridepark.com. You got to become self-aware. You have to be self-aware of yourself first and your surroundings, and then, like you said, let's say you think there are girls below you, then maybe what do you think on that?
That is genius, because the reason that a lot of girls have no problem, like, girls really have no problem talking to guys, because their whole life, they have had more social interactions because more people want to talk to them. Mm-hmm. They've had more people approach them. Hey, can I take you on a date? Hey, you're cute. We should talk. Let's go on a date. Women always get that from a very young age.
Yep. In school, out in public.
Exactly.
Everywhere. Online.
Most guys have rarely had that much communication opportunities to talk to anyone, let alone a cute girl. By the time, like, if you look at a 21-year-old guy and a 21-year-old girl, the girl has had far more social interactions with the opposite gender than a 21-year-old guy has had with girls.
We're not talking about the one-off rare. No, I've talked to everybody, not you.
Oh, I've talked to a bunch of girls. Okay, congrats.
I grew up. I had all the best friends. I talked to. Yeah, and you did. Good for you, but not most people.
But yeah, by just setting up a bunch of dates with girls who aren't your type and you would not want to date, you're getting your reps in.
And then look, so to go back on you don't break the heart. You say, sorry, I'm not feeling it. You let them off the hook.
Yeah, you do it right.
You don't build it up, but it's like, at least if you're able to score a first date.
Yeah.
And it's like, holy shoot, if I fix my standards or if I shoot for this and I'm setting all these up, 10 first dates and you tell them all after that, I'm not feeling it. That's a good.
Yeah.
Now, granted, that's also an investment too as a guy. You got to pay for the date. So.
Yeah, because you're not gonna go into it and be like, hey, I'm just practicing on you.
Yeah. Or if you pick the uglier girl to you that you deem, take them to a park. You ain't got to buy anything. You take them, you just go meet up.
She's like, I ain't going out unless we getting what's that called? Tao?
Yeah, towel.
And then it's like, oh, never mind. Dating is expensive, bruh.
Now, luckily, if you're from the Midwest, there hopefully won't be a towel like that. We're LA, so girls are probably expecting even a little bit more.
I feel like, man, let's do an ice cream and keep it pushing. The dinner dates be adding up like a motherfucker. Like
100 each time at least. I'm like,
75 to 100 minimal. And that's for the chance. And that's just for the funsies for the one time. God forbid you want to do that 2 times, even 3 times a month. A lot of people, it's like, oh shit, you're cooked right there.
yeah, that's.
So do you guys think guys nowadays would prefer not to be providers?
It's definitely shifted. I feel like
When
it's
you're-
hard in general just for anyone to provide for themselves. So it's like,
Most people are still living paycheck to paycheck. They can't think about things not for money because everything is done for money because they are trying to take care of themselves. And then if you have a child or significant other or even helping your family, it goes beyond that. And now you're throwing the dating aspect in. Really deep down, every guy wants to be a provider, but they're busting their balls and trying their best.
then I know a lot of people move in just to save money, even, you know,
For
on
that.
bills and stuff like that.
I was gonna say, like, with inflation, it's already like harder for everyone. So yeah, when
And then everything already is getting more overpriced as it is.
so yeah,
Without
dating
the salaries changing and for most people.
back in the 80s, whatever, it was more manageable, and one person's income could sustain whatever. One guy's income could sustain like his family and whatnot.
Yep.
Now you need the man and woman working.
You do need to,
to make ends
Yep.
meet. So that then makes dating insanely hard because I think men would love to provide. Like, men love to, if they make a bunch of money, oh, I'll take a girl out and spend whatever, but now they can't.
Yep.
So I think it's less of they don't want to be providers, more
They just can't.
They just simply can't, and they're priced out. And then the girl's gonna go with the guy that pays a little bit more, and she likes him a bit more. And yeah, because imagine saying, I can't afford to take you out. I
Yeah.
mean,
That's a big turnoff, I feel like. They would have to be in love with you to do like the mundane nothingness, like sort of dates. But at first, I don't think none of that would work.
yeah, no. And I think girls care less about the monetary value of what you spend on them on a first date, but it's the concept and the principle and the gesture
Yeah, that you
they
can.
care more about. So
Yep.
when you try to split something, even if it's a $10 or whatever,
She got her own job.
it's the fact that the split happened at all
Yeah.
that it's like,
I don't think I've ever split a bill or even like asked, like when I was with the girl. I always just paid it. People are different. I feel like, people move differently now. Like, not everyone even has money to go out and eat a dinner, let alone take someone else.
are you allowed to demand someone like, oh, I want my partner to be rich, but you're broke yourself?
I see that a lot.
That's crazy.
I be seeing that.
Was that what girls say about guys?
I overheard a girl talk about, I only with millionaires. Well, she says 6'4",
Damn.
millionaires,
Holy shit.
preferably white, is what she was saying.
Oh, damn.
And I said, okay, that's your flavor. And then
I mean,
later
she
that night, the girl couldn't afford anything. She didn't buy. She had to have her friends pay for her and shit.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes.
And I was like, now that seems a bit
Like,
silly.
why are you asking for this? You can't take it yourself.
You can't even feed yourself.
Like, where did she get that idea from even?
I think it's because there probably were wealthy men, or there were an abundance of men ready to pay for her. So she believes, oh, I'm only millionaires from now on. Because then obviously the genders are attracted to different things. So, okay, I want my girl to be whatever, shorter. That doesn't mean I have to be short to want a short girl, you know.
Because I feel like millionaires are more okay, like not more okay, but they probably won't care if the girl doesn't make any money.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Yes,
So it's
exactly.
like, and she knows that, so she'll say like, I want a millionaire because she's seen it happen before.
Yep. And I don't care if I'm broke. I want a millionaire.
And millionaires they're okay with being with a broke person.
They are.
Yeah. So it's like, they know that.
The more money they have, the less they care about how much their girl makes.
Yeah.
And back to the social media dilutes everyone's minds because people see millionaires and they see all these attractive people, and that's not what an average person looks like, and that's not what an average normal person makes. And now it's normal people, average people are wanting extraordinary out of their partner.
Yeah, and I feel like social media has messed up girls and guys, like what a reasonable amount of money even is. Because like there's like a fake screenshot that DDG made, $12 million in a month on Twitch. And somebody fact checked it. There's no way he didn't make more than 400, 500K. But when the 12 million came out, the guys were like, sounds about right. Yeah, it makes sense. And it's like people just, their ideas of just like, yeah, that's easy to make, or that's even $400,000. I don't know. I feel like that's why girls can say millionaires just like that. But I'm like, do you know how hard it is to make $1 million?
Because I see these TikTokers and Twitch streamers talking about how I made millions here, millions there, just casually. When that's not even real life at all.
And yeah, all your fans are hearing them flex money all day. But I'm like, you guys realize this is like 70 of your favorite people out of 8 billion people in this world that are not anywhere near touching that. Even some of those talented, successful people. So yeah, I feel like even in general, just money's been skewed with how girls and even young boys probably view
the perception.
Yeah,
bro.
and then it's you start to make money or try it, and you're like, wait, what? Like this a month is all I'm gonna make? It's like, yeah, dude, this is the real world. I wonder if girls, when they think of millionaires, like, what are they? How many millions are they thinking in their head, and what does that even?
Yeah, you're right. They don't even think of what comes with that word. It's millionaire.
But that's normal. Yeah,
It sounds fun. It's fun to say.
And you know how many millionaires there are out there? Not that many.
No, it's hard to make money.
What's your ideal room temperature for sleeping, for day to day?
I like it under 70.
You like it on the cool.
Cooler, yeah. I've always ran like that. Ran cool.
Well, I run warm, but that's why I need cool.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah. I always like it to be cool and cold.
Every time I get in the Uber, it be hot in there. Every place I go, it feels like no one understands what the AC is. And I was thinking about this concept. A lot of times they're from a different country, whether they're an immigrant or something, or they're from India or whatever. And I swear to God, they will set the internal car temperature to like the temperature of their homeland.
Yeah, what they're used to.
So I get into one guy's Uber, Hispanic guy, and it feels like Mexico City in the middle of the summer. I'm like, brother, it's 100 in here.
Yeah.
You're killing me.
I've been staying away from those Ubers and Lyfts because they're getting too sketchy.
Oh, really?
Like, they're just the people in there. Like, I was in there one time, and the guy was, like, not that coherent.
Oh, shit.
There's just been too many times. I remember that one time we were in an Uber, and the guy couldn't even drive. He was, like, shaking his hands. I'm like, they don't care who downloads this app to work for it, and I'm not going to put my life in danger anymore. Because, yeah, they're getting these people that are foreign, right? So I'm like, how well do they know, like, these roads and just, like, things like that and the laws? I've been taking the Waymos, the robot.
No way.
Yeah.
I've never taken one of those.
And they drive smooth. Smoother than any Uber. It's cool.
And you could tip
with the
AC and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa, I've never done that.
You need to do a Waymo, bro.
Where do they go? Is it like only a certain
Yeah,
area?
it's only certain, like, areas. So, like, WeHo has it, like, all in the city right there. I'm sure, like, downtown will have it.
That is insane. I would love to try that out.
Or, like, you might have to invest in the, like, the Uber Lux or the black, the bottom settings just a little bit more. But it might be worth it because they got the valid drivers and the SUVs and stuff.
and you gotta do the Waymos.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Ryan hasn't tried it yet.
I haven't either.
Oh.
Are they fun?
Yeah.
Are they the same price? Or more?
gotta
They're
be more,
cheaper.
right?
No way.
No way.
Yeah, because there's no driver. No, really, though.
Wait, that's crazy.
It's really cheaper.
Dude, I'd be scared, though. It just pulls up right next to you?
Nah, I'd be down.
It's so good. The technology is crazy.
I saw people that's all they do when they come to LA.
Some people still don't understand because there was a Waymo driving. There's a guy in the middle of the road trying to help a guy back out, and he was telling the Waymo, stop, and then turn around this way. He was like directing the Waymo, but there's no one in there.
It's got a 360 camera across the whole car, brother.
Wait, what was he?
So he was like in the middle of the road, like directing someone out a driveway or something, and he was like trying to communicate with the Waymo because the Waymo was like nudging, and he was like, "Hey, stop! I'm trying to go here. Just go around right here in the back."
But that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't trust it, because there's so many variables of, there could be a random car pulling out here and there's a guy in the middle of the road telling you to stop or do this.
Especially in LA, it's like the
Right.
roads are so small, so it's like, but it even knows, okay, it waits for this car to come and then it goes. I'm like, how does it even know stuff like that?
Dude, I might have to try it in like a more calm zone.
And you get in there, it's peaceful. Welcome, Ryan.
It speaks?
I think it does.
Oh, shit.
It's like you're in a little spaceship shuttle and it just takes you to your destination. That's the future, though.
It is.
Isn't Elon coming out with the automated cars now? I don't know if you guys seen that.
Like just more self-driving cars?
Yeah,
Or-
just self-driving car now. So it's like you can.
All I remember was like by 2035, every car has to be like electric or half electric by then.
I got to see a Waymo in action.
You gotta hit a Waymo, bruh.
I've seen it. I've left guys and then they're like, all right, see you, bro. And they just pull up and just ride off. And I'm like, what the?
And everyone just looks at you like in public, like what? I just like.
It's kind of a flex. And then what happens when they make like the Escalade Waymos or they got like the Chevrolet Waymos and you just look badass?
You know, I'll try out a Waymo, and if I like it, I'm going to use a Waymo.
Hey. That would be sick. Like if your car was a self-automated sort of taxi car, And you just like right here, right? And you're like, oh, I want to go to the mall. You just put the mall, boom. The car will be ready at this time. You just go out. It's already on, ready to go. Drives you there.
Can you tell it stop right here? Like,
yeah, I think you could pause it, stop it, reroute it.
Hits the brakes immediately.
And I'm assuming it stops smooth too. Like
smooth.
How many times have you done it?
As much as I can.
Okay.
Like whenever I have the option.
Times.
Yeah, I never pick. I pick that over Uber or Lyft now.
Surely there's been accidents though in those.
Cheaper. There's been some malfunctions where some guy kept going in like a donut and he couldn't get out because the thing was confused on like the drop off.
Okay, why is this happening to me on a Monday? I'm in a Waymo car.
Rider support. This call may be recorded for quality assurance.
This car is just going in circles.
In the door.
You getting dizzy in there and shit, throwing up and shit.
That is the future, though.
That is futuristic as fuck. Think about that. A car, there's no driver in it, and there's people in the back driving with other cars.
Imagine that
That is
somebody
insane.
in the 50s, like, get in. Like, I'm not getting in that.
No way I'm getting in that. And this is just a start of AI, I feel like, right? Like,
I just
what's
recently
about to
found this
happen?
AI band, and it has like 1 million followers on listeners on Spotify. And I'm like, okay, are there going to be AI artists that we idolize in the future? Are there going to be more just AI groups?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, well, it's all fake, but if
And
that shit
everyone
sound
loves
good-
the fake stuff now, too. It's like they don't even mind the AI content. So it's like, oh, okay. This is actually sick. Like there was an anime sort of K-pop movie that just came out. It was on Netflix or something like that. And it was like the #1 song, but from a group, an animated group that was in the movie.
Wow.
So I said, oh, wow. So it was like an animated K-pop group that was made up for the movie that got a #1 hit in real life.
And then I think there's going to be solo artists then that will for sure be AI. And then we'll get to a point where like Drake or other artists just don't even want to record anymore and just let the AI do it. You got all the tools for my voice.
Right? Like you
Or have
my
any of them
voice in
dropped
there.
it for fun and we don't even know. Like, has there been an AI song that's already been leaked or just put out publicly and it just surpasses? Because I got got by a couple videos the other day where I saw a dog bite a guy's head off and it turned into cake and I was like, what the? I got so scared. Even the guy at the end, it cut to his reaction like, what? Like, how was it looking that good? So
No, right? Like if you're Drake or a big artist like that, and yeah, you see these like fake leaks or these fake AI songs from that artist, from Drake, and they sound good. If I was Drake, I'm like, okay, why not make 10 of these a day and just kind of put it together and make the best thing, or even just do that.
Yep.
If people are already liking that from AI.
And I know Ryan saw it too. There was like on Twitter now, have you seen like the AI mukbangs, AI creators? There's like AI girls like eating food, but it's all fake. Or there's a girl vlogging in her bathroom with the phone, but it's all AI.
That's crazy.
And it's like, welcome back. And I'm like, whoa, we have AI mukbangs, AI influencers.
AI skits and stuff on TikTok I've been seeing with like the Bigfoot stuff. Like, you've been seeing that?
Yeah, I've seen that.
It's skits.
Yeah.
Like,
it's
is it more like cartoonish or it looks
like
more
little jokes, and they just make Bigfoot do certain things, but they'll do that with just like normal real life scenarios, but they'll put a joke together scenario.
And then, yeah, what happens when all the commercials don't even need to hire people for the commercials? It's like, we can just AI this whole thing.
Yeah, because there's stuff like writing, right? Like, you almost can just use robots now for writing. I feel like writers are losing their jobs. Because I can say, like, okay, actors are maybe a little different. Like, you can still tell that it's AI generated. You need the actor's real life emotions and shit. But the writing part, I feel like anyone could do that with the right prompt, right? So it's like, what jobs do you think are getting the most affected by AI, and who's losing the most?
They probably made those lists somewhere where it's
Right.
like, here's
I
all
feel
the
like-
jobs that are going to be toast in
I feel like
5
any
years.
money with like jobs with like finance or like data analysts, like with numbers. It's like, well, we can just have this thing plug all that in.
And it remembers
I don't need
everything.
a human to do the Excel sheets. Like, we can have the thing just do all 100 documents. Like, that's what I think. I feel like at least with numbers and names, and I feel like the robot AI could just
Like
do
the
that
behind the
quick.
scenes stuff.
I was gonna say I did get got like the other day watching a video. It was some doctor. You know how on TikTok people green screen out the background.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, check out this thing, whatever. It was a guy saying, oh, I've worked with celebrities for when it comes to weight loss or something. It was like weight loss or face health or skin health or something. And he's like, yeah, so check this out. Have raspberries, frozen raspberries, and they help you antioxidants. And it's the green screen, him. And I was like, oh, good tips, whatever. And then in the comments, I saw AI, fake. And I was like, oh my God, I thought that whole thing was real. And that was the first time
So the guy doing the talking with the green screen was fake?
and he had a picture of him he was a celebrity doctor, and it was just him with some random,
And that was fake too.
and it was fake. So it popped up with him. I'm a doctor. I've been working with celebrities for 25 years to help their skin health.
That's
So
where it
here's
gets
what
scary.
here's what I would recommend. And it was a picture of him with some celebrity chick who I didn't know. Obviously, that was a fake person
Yeah.
too.
Meanwhile, some kid in their computers typed in, make a doctor say this.
These old people will believe anything in the first place.
Yeah.
And now that it's getting way realistic, then you're getting all these scammings happening and robbings of the.
It was creepy though. There was one where it was like some person died in a car crash, and they had to do like a court appearance, and they had the man be AI to speak about the person that killed him.
I am a version of Chris Pelkey recreated through AI that uses my picture and my voice profile.
And it was the creepiest. It was like the picture just moving, and I forgot why they needed it, but the comments like, why? When would this be necessary? It was like the deceased person was making a statement about the driver that did that to him. And I'm like, this is unnecessary. I always felt weird. I was like, okay, this is weird. This is the guy that's already gone, and now you're having him say some public statement. And they like showed it in the whole courtroom, and I was like, this is just mad weird.
Yeah, because they manipulate it and they make people think that it's real or a certain person is saying it. And then that's the scary part. Like I seen a TikTok. It was an interview of Justin Bieber. I don't know what interview it was. And he was talking about this new song that he likes that he just downloaded on Spotify.
But it wasn't.
But it was AI generated, you know, because you can use different softwares to match JB's voice. And then you can do the photo to video generation. And it was like, yeah, I just downloaded this song, New Bloom by this guy. And it was JB saying it. I said, oh,
And I saw that same thing, and that same person I think did Logan Paul and Mike Malak and Kid Laroi, and it looked like an interview setup, and they were shouting out the song, and then I went to the page, and his whole page is deep faking AI-ing people saying they love my song. That's how he's been promoting his whole catalog.
like, is that...
And it seems so legit. I was like, why is Mike shouting out this random guy on his page? But it looked like a clip from a podcast. I was like, oh yeah, Mike or Logan probably said that on something.
Is that smart, or is, like, how illegal is that? And what's the line?
Yeah. I feel like there's going to have to be some AI bill. There's going to be some rule.
Because I know Instagram's doing that. Like, if you have AI in your pictures, it'll say, like, AI.
But not with the videos.
Now with the videos, you can't really tell. And people are getting good at making it look realistic.
I got to see that JB clip because I've seen the Kid Laroi one.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Okay.
I got to see the JB one. That's
It
It was a while
insane.
ago.
And it was too, I was confused. I was like, okay, who's this guy? But I did confuse me to where I had to go to the page, and I was like,
No, I looked at the song and downloaded it. I said, oh, JB likes it.
I
said them, this guy's
some
actually
fell off
smart.
me, but the JB one must have been a good one. You're like, JB's fucking with him.
But then, yeah, I see people use it for evil. And, like, imagine if they're just trying to sell other stuff that's bad or
Yeah.
scam people.
Well, yeah. What if the doctor guy was trying to promote some product and he doesn't even know if that stuff's actually good for you or not? But we have a real doctor with real credentials. Yeah, I feel like AI is just something that's gonna be talked about for the rest of our lives because it's like, what is this gonna look like?
It's going to be big, too. Like, it already is.
Because I thought deepfake was crazy, and that was a form of AI, and now it's.
It feels like a new internet. Like,
So do you think we'll get to a point where like AI can figure out how to let us be immortal? Because I keep seeing this by 2035, we're gonna have nanobots that can go into our bloodstream and reverse kill, take down anything trying to harm us, and to reverse aging or whatever, or pause it.
if it's so powerful and it's doing all this other shit, like, it needs to at least cure some stuff or figure some shit out for us, right?
I don't think it could make someone immortal. Just the way life works. Like, it could definitely help you medically, surely. But I guess not my personal opinion is like, nah, they can't make people live forever. There's no way.
Or like, well, what if there's this AI scanning machine in the future that tells you every little thing that's wrong and it will do this, do that, do this. It'll rewire your body in a certain way that no one ever had access to before. I don't know.
I have this topic, dating related,
Okay.
that I thought was interesting. Do you really need to heal before you love again, or can love heal you? It's a commonly known thing where once you're out of a relationship, you're supposed to heal.
And what does that even mean, though?
What does that
And
really
it's
mean?
different for everybody.
Yeah. What if they cheated on you? It's like, yeah, let me go find somebody that actually likes me and won't do that.
Like they say, like, oh, you're supposed to be single for a while after your relationship just because.
Yeah, I guess it depends on the type of person, too, right? 'Cause, yeah, what if you need love to heal your past or whatever?
If you want to get over someone, you got to get under someone. Or whatever they say. I've never heard of that.
Because then it's less time to even think about the other person that
Exactly.
you might need to be. Because everybody's been in there, like, you just think about the one person, all the scenarios of what could have been changed or make you do better. But what if you need that new person that makes you forget about all that? And then you're like, oh, this person shows none of the signs or signals that the other person did that I did not like, and this person makes me happy now.
Yeah, I guess that's a situational thing. Some person could benefit from some alone time after their breakup. Another person, me, is good to go tomorrow. Like, what am I waiting for?
Prime delivery. I'll show up tonight.
I'll show up tonight. I just got broken up with
2 hours ago.
2 hours ago. I can be there by tonight, right? Because you can't have, this is my favorite thing that I think about is you cannot think about two things at the same time. So you can't be upset and grieving about your past relationship if you're in the middle. Okay, I'm going to say inappropriate stuff.
Yep, and that's it. That's all we got for the podcast today. We talk a little bit more about some other risque, not YouTube safe stuff.
Inappropriate a little bit.
We didn't get too crazy, but yeah, it's just...
It was inappropriate.
It's inappropriate.
It might get flagged on here.
Yeah, it's not good for YouTube. So if you guys want to go see the rest of our conversation about that stuff, all you have to do is become a member at mystrawberrypark.com, and the rest of that pod will be over there.
And maybe some vlogs, too, that you haven't seen.
Some extra content.
Whole bunch of stuff. Tune in.
And we're doing $1,000 monthly giveaways, so that could be you. Just go become a member. Here's our winner from last month.
One Tawi.